Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl NK Chami. So guys, for those of us that love to edit our pictures but are finding it difficult to get good quality pictures after editing, and it's not looking really nice after editing, I'm just going to show us some of the apps that I use most times when I don't really have money to subscribe. Yeah, before I started paying for features for those professional editing features on most of all these editing apps, I was using the free features, and I got through so many practicals. I got to edit pictures in lovely. They were actually nice. I'm going to show you guys how to get to edit pictures without using the paid features on the editing app. So what I have here is, okay, sorry about that. I have these are my editing apps that I use most times, especially when I'm not paying or subscribing to these professional features. Okay, I have the Face app, the Facetune, and the Beauty Plus. So I'll be teaching us how to edit using these apps, using the free features, okay, not the paid features. If you want to know how to get a perfect flawless picture edited, you have to join our online class, which is currently going to hold on the, I think, 10th of January. But then that's aside, I think the link will be on the description down below, so you get to join the WhatsApp class when you get to learn detailed editing process. But that aside, we're going to learn how to do the easy way now. Okay, let's kick into the tutorial. Mind you guys, these apps are not actually free. That's what they are not actually free. Like I said before, they are actually paid for. You pay to use the pro features, and most of the important features they have here are locked, so you have to pay to use them. So it took me a whole lot to be able to master a way to use the free to do it. I actually have this app page. I paid for mine. I use my paid features, but I'm going to show us how to at least get edit one or two pictures, to get good quality pictures, though not as perfect as can be. But for those of you that cannot afford to pay some certain amount of money, and then also depend on your location, because some location you have to either pay using some certain cards, or you have to look for someone that's in a different country to pay for you to be able to access some of these apps. So let's just get into the tutorial and let me show you. I will be starting first with the Face app. Yep, and this is the Face app. So I love using, let me just go to my favorite. Let me use this particular picture over here. Okay, now if you're going to edit any pictures that you feel like needs a perfect editing, ensure that the first thing you should do is to get, at least try your possible best to get your picture to be clear, to be neat. Okay, that's actually the first thing that you have to start with first. Your picture is very neat, it will be very easy for you. Now, as you can see, these features we have down here, we have so many features down here, but then because they are not paid for, let's check impression first. Now you can see most of all these features here. Let me just Hollywood one. Okay, this is what we have here. Let me show the effect. As you can see, it's not much because these are like the only free effects here. Others are, as you can see, you need to pay for them. But let me cancel this because we're not going to be using it. So we're going to start with just makeup and skin, usually makeup here. So I'll go over to the makeup. Okay, this is what we have here for makeup, as you can see. Okay, I'm going to apply this because other features that are very, very lovely features are locked. As you can see here, they are all locked. So, but if you want to get a detailed tutorial with the opened one, the one you can pay for, I'll show you guys how to pay for them, how to get a perfect editing using the Pro app. You have to join our online class. But for now, let's just go with this. I'm going to apply for this. The skin, I'm not using the skin because the only skin filter that is available here is this, and this is the effect of it. I don't want such on the face, though you can reduce it, but I don't want such on the face, so I'm going to cancel it and then go down to gender. So we have male, 1 and maybe 2 and feminine. So we're going to be using the feminine filter here. So you can see, let me show you the difference we have. As you can see, so I'm going to click on the feminine. So mind you, you're using just makeup and gender for now. Then I'm going to switch over to adjust. Okay, I'm going to adjust. I'm going to brighten up a little bit. I'll go over to temperature, because I don't really want it to be so white. Remember, the feminine actually made it a little bit white, so I'm going to adjust the temperature and then leave it to, like, let's say 10 should be okay. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, 10 is okay for me. Then I'm going to go back to tint and then leave it at 10. Let's see. Okay, I'm okay with this. Let me make it 5. Sorry, this shouldn't be too much. 5, yeah, and then go to sharpen, and then sharpening. As you can see, it's very sharp. I'm going to bring it down to 10. Okay, 10. All right, this is what we have here. So for this, I'm going to apply and then save. All right, let me show you something, guys. Let's go down to my gallery. Okay, now we have this on my gallery. Guys, you can see there's a face app logo down there because it's not paid for, so they'll put their watermark down there. So I don't really need the watermark, and I don't want to go through the long process of moving the watermark because I can use other app to move it. So but I will just use my normal edits here and then crop it out. So I'm going to use the crop and then go over to crop it out. So okay, this is what we have. Done. Okay, now we have this done. Now let's go back to our editing apps. Okay, we have here, I'll go over to my Facetune. Mind you guys, even this Facetune as well uses payment method, but I'm not, since our tutorial today is majorly for those that don't have money to pay for them but still can try to get good pictures. I'll go over to Facetune. Now let me look for my pictures that I just did. Which is this. Okay, if I'm to use retouch, most of all these features you have to pay for them, so I just want to show you the ones we have here. The major thing I'm going to use from this Facetune 2 is just, let me go back. I'm not smoothing it yet. I'm not whitening the teeth yet. Just go back and go to paint. I really want to brighten the blue underline that I did, so I'm going to zoom up, zoom, and zoom. Then I look for the color I want, click on paint. I'm going to screw to the blue icon, to the blue color, here. Then move this to the exact shade of blue that I want. Okay, I think I'm okay with this color. All right, now I'm going to click on paint, then tap this icon up here. All right, now let's go over. Now I have paint on, so I have to paint. Let me zoom it up a little bit more. All right, so I will then paint on it, on the blue, just so it to become more pronounced. Okay, I have what I have there. Now in case you have a situation whereby the paint came out of the line supposed to be, then you have the eraser down here. I'm going to erase it, but ensure when you're erasing, ensure that it's zoomed up so you can clean out the excesses, not where it should be. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other one. Okay, and I'm going over to paint, and then I'm going to paint under as well. Then go over to erase and erase the parts that came out that I don't want. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. I feel like it's a little bit too much, but you can actually get to reduce it using this here, this, yeah. So if I feel like the 100% is too much, I'll use a little bit. So as you can see, the effects we have here. Okay, all right. So guys, that's it for that. I really don't want to use so many colors on the face. I'm just showing you guys basic things here, but detailed things to come in through the class. I think that's all I want to do from this part. Other things, you get to learn more detailed things if you join the edit class, like more detailed things. So for this, I'm done with that. I don't want to use the makeup fixtures. It's still going to be lovely. You have others. We have the blush, you have the lips, the eyes and all. Well, I'm not using all these features right now because I don't want the lips to change. As you can see, I don't want the color of the lips to change, the blush and as well. So I'm going to cancel that. So for what I use this Facetune for majorly is just to add colors to where I need more colors to be. Though I can add more colors to particular videos. Let me just go over to Paint again. So guys, if you want to add colors to any video or any of the pictures you're working on, ensure that after adding color to a particular place, you save it. You save it and then you go back again to keep adding. So let's just go with this. Let's use this orange for my blush and tinting. All right, I tap on the icon here up there. Okay, and then I just keep tapping and tapping and tapping over the face up there. So these are things you do. You just tap 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 tap. I'm tapping around the forehead just so the place to be a little bit tinted, if that's a word. And then I tap a little bit on the nose and the cheek region, just so I can have that blush. I'm not swiping. Let me show you what I mean by swipe. Let me go down here. This is what I get if I swipe, but I'm not doing that. So I'm just tapping, tap 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 tap. As you can see, so I'm going to go back and clean that out. Oops. Okay, go down and clean that out. Yeah. So guys, whenever you're done with that, I feel like it's a little bit too much, but I'm just going to go with my eraser again and tap 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 on those parts that I applied the blush, just so I can reduce it because I felt it's too much, but it's coming out nice though. Okay, I'm done with that. Okay, I'm going to save this. I'll just save it first. All right guys, now let's go over to let's see how it is in our normal. So this is the first one we did using the Face app. This is one we did using, you can see the difference. It's coming out using the Facetune. Now let's go back to our Face app using Beauty Plus. Okay, let me cancel that and edit. So I'm going to go same to this last one we just did and go over to makeup. I'm not working on my lipstick. As you can see, most of all these features are actually blocked because you pay for them. But since we are working on a free class, we're not using any of the paid features. So I'll go over to my blush again. Okay, this is what we have. As you can see, I'm going to reduce it a little bit to 50. So depending on how much you love blushes, if you want it to be too much, you're going to add. But I kind of like it at 60, so I'm going to leave it at 60. Then I go over to the contour. So go over to the free features we have here. I think I love using color 3 whenever I'm working on my features. That's before I started using the paid features. This is what I normally do to edit my pictures. All right, I love using number 3 because I love the contoured part is almost same with the way I did mine. So I'm using color 3. That is the V shape here. So Apply that. The eyebrows, I love my brows the way it is. I'm not going to add to it or whatever with it. So as you can see, it's changing and all. So let me see the way it was from this. As you can see, so I'm going to reduce this a little bit and apply. So I'm done with my makeup. What I'll do next is to go over to brighten. As you can see, you can look at the eyes. The eyes is actually a bit bright. So I'm just going to go to manual. This is automatic, this is manual. So I will remove the automatic that has already been applied to the face. I'm zoom in and just use manual to brighten the black. It's not really giving me much effect because I've already done this in the other previous apps. So I'm going to cancel it and go over to smoothing. As you can see, she has acne on her face. I would have loved to use the acne here, but as you can see, it needs to be paid for. Even if I move it from the face here, as you can see, go to manual, zoom up and move it. I can move it, but then I can't save it because I have to pay for it to be able to use it. So I have to cancel and leave it the way it is. All right, let's go over to smooth. Okay. Whenever you click, one thing with Beauty Plus is whenever I click on any feature, it goes to automatic instantly. And most times, like the way it is, I don't like it being in automatic because it filters both way. I don't want to be filtered, or don't to smooth where I don't want to be smoothing. So I have to go over to manual first and go back. So that's to clean the automatic I have there. I'm going to zoom up very well so I can try to smoothen out this acne that we have here, to see if it will help out to reduce it, because the app has restricted me. I felt like most app, when I was using my Android phone, it was easy for me because all these features were actually free. Most of these features were actually free, but this iPhone is actually something else. So I don't know, if you're using iPhone, it may be like this on your own phone. If you're using Android phone, it may not be so, but if yours is open, then you're lucky. So guys, I'm just going to smoothen the other parts of the face. As you can see, I'm not putting every part of the face. I'm just putting just the up part down there, and then under the eyes here. Okay, I have that out here. So this is what we have for now, as you can see. So I don't really love it too smooth. So I'm going to go over to my eraser here. As you can see, this is the eraser. It's showing me the part that I actually went to smoothing, and I'm going to use my eraser to clean it a little bit so it won't be too smooth. Okay, because if it's too smooth, it's giving you that fake over edited vibe. So I'm just going to do that over here. Okay, now go back to smoothing and then smooth the body. Assuming her teeth was open, I would have whitened it a little bit, same with her eyes, but then that would leave those one for other tutorial we're going to be having. Alright, this is what we have, and then I'm going to save it. Alright, let's go back to our home page. This is my stuff here. Okay, this is the first edit we did, the second, and then this is the final. Let me just delete this other two from my phone. Okay. Alright guys, this is what we have from this is the before and this is the after. Remember, we actually cropped it just so it became a little bit zoomed. So where we have the after and the before. So guys, if you really love this video, please subscribe to our channel. You get to get more tips on how to get free edit, how to edit your videos as well, especially when you don't have money to subscribe. But if you want to get the full details, how to edit your pictures, I mean perfect pro editing, I'll send a link down for you guys to join. I think it's a WhatsApp link for you guys to join, and you get to join our online editing class, so you get a profound way to get a clean edited video for your makeup. Remember, people see the pictures first. They see them with the eyes before they first see the main thing. So if the eyes really appealing to them, when you go to your page, then you get a whole lot of traffic jam on your page. All right guys, see you in my next video.